Okay, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Okay, so I'm going to go through number 6, and I think 7 and 8 you'll be able to figure out. So I just want to go through this one. It says a passenger jet took 3 hours to fly 1,800 miles in the direction of the jet stream. The return against the jet stream took 4 hours. What's a jet's speed in still air and the jet stream's speed? So what we want to do is use that distance equals rate times time. That formula to kind of get us started. So distance equals rate times time. So two different things going on. We have in the direction of the jet stream. So if I am going with the jet stream, it's going to speed me up, meaning I have wind coming behind me. So if I have with the jet stream, I'm going to fly 1,800 miles. That's my distance. The rate plus the jet stream. So I have how fast the plane is going originally plus the speed of the wind that's pushing behind me. So that altogether is going to represent the rate. And then the time that it took me to go that far was 3 hours. And then now against the jet stream, that's going to push me. So it's going to be like wind pushing at the front of the plane, pushing you backwards. So that's going to slow the plane down. You're still going 1,800 miles, but your rate is going to be decreased by the jet stream, so R minus J, and that's going to take you 4 hours. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and solve this. You could distribute the 3 and distribute the 4. I'm just going to divide both sides by 3 and divide both sides by 4. So this is going to be 600 equals R plus J, and 450 equals R minus J. And then you can solve by elimination. So this is 450 equals R minus J. J's are going to cancel out, so you'll have 1050 equals 2R. So R is going to equal 525. So that means the rate at which the plane is flying is 525 miles per hour. And then you just substitute that back in to find out what the jet stream speed is. I think I got 75 for that. So that's how you find out the jet stream. Number 7, you're going to figure out the same way. The only thing I want you to be careful of is it asks you to find the speed of the boat in kilometers per hour, but it gives you the time in minutes. I would change those minutes into hours first before you set up your equations. So just a reminder, if you do 20 minutes, you have to basically divide by 60. Okay, to get it into hours. So it's okay that you have fractions, but it's the same type of thing that you did in number 6. You set up those two formulas. Same thing with number 8. What you want to do is, let's see. Yeah, the same thing that you want to do. You want to just make sure that 12 minutes you change into hours, and then you tack that onto the 3 hours. So if you do 12 minutes and you divide it by 60, that's going to get you 1/5, which is 0.2. So instead of 3 hours and 12 minutes, you can say 3.2 hours. Because this is hours, which makes this hours. So you can just put those two together. So use 3.2 hours instead of 3 hours and 12 minutes. Okay. All right, so that takes care of 6, 7, and 8. And then number 9, Marina had $24,500 to invest. She divided the money into 3 different accounts. At the end of the year, she made $1,300 in interest. The annual yield on each of these 3 accounts was 4%, 5.5%, and 6%. If the amount of money in the 4% account was 4 times the amount of money in the 5% account, how much did she place in each account? So here's what I would do. I'm going to set up a crazy looking equation, but I think it'll make sense. So basically you're going to take 4%, change it into 0.04, and we're going to multiply that by how much money we put in, but we don't know that yet. We're going to do the same thing with the 5.5%, and the same thing with the 6%. And that should equal 1,300. Okay, so we don't know how much money to put in each account, but what it does say is that 4 times the amount of money in the 5.5% went into the 4%. So if I put the 5.5% as X, the 4% would then be 4 times X. But it doesn't say anything about the 6%. But what we can do is these two totals together, 4x and 5x, the total 24,500 minus those two amounts will be what she put in the 6% account. So I'm just going to put in here 24,500 minus 5x because I added the 4x and the x together. So again, whatever's left over will be gone in the 6% account. And then it's just a matter of solving for x, combining like terms, distributing this to that, combining like terms over here, and then solving. You should get, well, I think you have the answers, but I got the 5.5% to be 2,000. So that should be what you got. And then everything else you just substitute back in and find out what's left. So let me know if you have any other questions. Hopefully that made sense to you. If it did, great. If not, send me an email.